Hello, welcome to Miemie's Keepsakes. I'm Arnell. I am back today with my Roxy's Journal of Stitchery to just keep up to date and keep up with the prompts, not fall behind. So I did finish sewing on the piece of embroidery here. I can't remember if I showed that in the last video. So the prompts for today is botanical or nature. So I decided I have a lot of flowers on here again already, so I don't want to add more flowers. So I did stitch this little quote on here. I just thought it's something else that I can incorporate. And it says, anyone can love a rose, but it takes a lot to love a leaf. It's ordinary to love the beautiful, but it's beautiful to love the ordinary. So I want to add this on here. And then I have this here. Okay, that's just, can get rid of that. So this has to go on here, something like that. But then I have this big spot here. So do I maybe want little bit of red, maybe. Just thinking just to add something in here. I don't think I like that. The other thing, I had a little piece of Tim Holtz fabric. Oh, there it is. It's just like this. I just like the gold, it kind of goes with that, but it's not overbearing. So I might take that and put that there and have a frame around this, a border, and then just, and I can still play, yeah, have some stitches maybe there in the back. Okay, I think so. I'll do that. And then the other thing I wanted to do is add this little butterfly. It is from Kathy Holden, the fabric, and I just cut the butterfly out. And the entire fabric is just one butterfly on top of the other. So if you're looking for butterflies, look for that fabric from Kathy Holden. And I was thinking I'm going to sew that on there and just fill in with embroidery. I'll just quickly show you before I go sew that on how I did this, the words. So all I did, I wrote my quote with a pen, or you can use those temporary ink pens that you can find at the sewing shops. So all I did was write it down, and then you simply do a back stitch. And I did mine because they were so small. I did use just a single strand of the DMC, or you can use the cotton. I can't remember what this, the really, let's see, like this with, it was what? This one's a number 12. I think that will work. Anyway, so all you do is a back stitch. So you'll go in a little in front, and then you go back into the hole where your last stitch was, where you put that in, and then again to the front, and then back in that hole again, and that would make a continuous line. Okay. And you just keep going, and I will not lie, that quote took me a couple of hours because it was so small. So now I'm just going to jump to the O. So yes, maybe if you do want to do something like this, maybe do something bigger. if you do want to do it that small. Remember, it's going to take you a little while, but maybe even with a bigger one, because it is a lot of stitches. But I love the effect, and I saw this wasn't my idea, I saw this from my friend Dagmar. I will put her YouTube channel and Instagram in my description box again if you want to go see what she is up to. She does amazing stitching, you just won't believe it. Anyway, so you will continue like this until your word or your quote is done. And see, mine isn't straight or anything, but that's what I like about it. It's kind of wonky and not perfect. So I'm going to go off camera and quickly sew these on, and then I'll come back to do some stitching and go from there. Okay, I need to sew this one on first, so I'm gonna just bend this one and then I'll do the other one. Oh, and I'll bend the butterfly too. Okay, so I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so I have sewn on this and the piece of fabric here and the little butterfly, and now I'm going to I just want to make a border around this. Maybe I should start a little closer to the edge, because for the bottom there okay. And I was thinking just to do a running stitch, and I just have 3 strands of the DMC. I'm not sure if I want a solid border. I can always add a stitch in between if I do want a solid border in the end. I don't like that one, it's too big. Okay. I'll just thread this again. So I did sew it on with just regular sewing thread, and yeah, so I'm just going to turn this, and I did the like a cast over stitch on the edges so it won't fray, and then in between I did a little invisible stitch as well, just so it won't pucker. I find that even, like, especially with this one, because I'm just putting a border around, it puckers. So I don't want that. I want it to lie flat on my base fabric. And so, like with this, I did the invisible stitch there as well. You can maybe see that there, but it kind of loses the detail for my photos. I'm thinking for this I'm going to take it off and maybe back it with a maybe an interfacing or something, just to make that photo stay flat and not pucker that much. So the invisible stitch didn't help much there. So I will maybe do that before the next prompt comes out. And I like the frayed edges. I don't want it to be too perfect. I kind of tear the fabric to create a frayed edge, or otherwise if it doesn't tear I just fray the edges with my needle. I am very excited to find out. Like, this week is not prompt week, so next week they'll have a new prompt, so I wonder what that would be, because we are heading towards the end of the year. Don't know how many prompts are left. There's 10 weeks left. What? Yeah, 10 weeks left towards the end of the year. Can you believe it? But yes, it's true. But I'm not sure if they go all the way to after Christmas. I wonder. Can't remember what they did last year, but I still have a couple of photos I want to add to this, so I have to print more photos to incorporate into the next prompts. I wanted to add a photo in here, on this spot here, but I printed it and I got some water on it, so I learned the hard way that it's not permanent, the printed images, so I'll have to reprint that and maybe add it this week. Just going to flip it over because it's easier to do it this way. Okay, almost done with the frame. Okay, let's see. So I do like how that looks. Then I'm going to do some, I thought I'll do some long and short stitches to make this, give this a little bit more of a, just trying to see what the, but they don't say. Anyway, this is a very thin perle cotton. Let's see if I can thread this. Okay, yes, success. Oops, sorry. Okay, just want to get rid of that. So threads knots, so it's not that big. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna come in here and do some long and short messy stitches, not trying to do it in a line or the same width, just kinda just want to create some texture. And I'll just keep doing that, I think, all the way down, like across this fabric here and then down in here as well on the green. And then I'll add that petty point image on top. And then it would just give that green background a bit of texture as well, and have it kind of filled in. So yeah, I will continue doing that, and then at the end of the video I will do like a close-up so you can see the stitches. I will just continue doing this, and then for the butterfly I will just the butterfly, I'm going to fill in some detail. I have this thread left from another project, and I was thinking maybe just do one strand, because I just want to fill in those little excuse me, need to thread the needle, those little detail on the butterfly. I don't want to do the background, so all I want to do is just fill in these little lines in here, and I'm gonna do a back stitch for that, and I am going to fill in that dark brown with satin stitch. I hope all of you are doing well. We have been we've been okay. Just a frustrating couple of days, but other than that, it's been okay. Just dealing with insurance related issues, but in general I can't complain. Our claim has been handled really well. Honestly, I can't complain at all. It could have been so much worse. So, and the company that's cleaning up and doing the reconstruction of the house is amazing too, so it's just been really, really good. But it's just frustrating still, because you just want to go home. This is not our home, it's just the house we live in for the next couple of months. Anyway, I am going to continue to fill those little lines in, and then that I want to fill in with some satin stitch and split stitch. Where did I put my scissors? So it's a little bit of a darker brown. I don't think I'm gonna fill in the orange. I'm going to leave that. Maybe I'm gonna go in with 3 strands, if I can separate these. Excuse me. I think I am getting sick. I just feel, those early symptoms of a cold. I think I'm getting there. Okay, let's see. And again, I am not an expert on on slow stitching or embroidery or stitches or anything. I am just having fun and playing with the stitches, just enjoying the fact that I find it very relaxing. There is quite a bit of really good channels following along with the Roxy Journal of Stitchery. Now I'm watching Christine, but now I can't remember her channel name. I will list a couple of the channels in my description box if you want to go see what other people are doing or who I am following along. There's lots of people. They are doing amazing things, and if you are on the Roxy's Journal of Stitchery Facebook page, I mean, you'll be blown away. Or if follow the hashtag on Instagram, it's, oh my, it's just amazing. So anyway, I'm going to fill this in with satin stitch and all of this, and then here I am going to go in and just embroider that detail and all of these little brown stripes there, and maybe around here I'll just make maybe a running stitch or a back stitch just to fill in that, the edge of that, the butterfly there. So I will come back, I'll finish this up off camera, all the stitches, and then I'll just come back and do like a really close-up video of these little pieces that I've done. And so I'm going to say goodbye now, and I'll finish this and then just add a little close-up video at the end of my video. But thank you for watching, and let me know if you are participating in the Journal of Stitchery, if you have a YouTube channel or just Instagram, wherever you're showing your work. Please let me know in the comments below. I would love to follow along and see what you're up to, and you know, we kind of inspire each other and bounce ideas off of each other without even knowing. So leave a comment, and if you haven't yet, please subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate the support, and I will see you again soon. Bye.